What up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Damien, last name Turner. And I just want to talk about this Deion Sanders situation. Well, a little bit after the situation. I always understood that if Jackson State hired a coach soon, that we was going to see that it wasn't all about Deion. I always had the understanding that the uncertainty of who the coach was going to be and Deion leaving was making a lot of players jump in the portal or making a lot of players don't want to commit to Jackson State. But as you see, soon as Jackson State named their head coach, a couple players committed, even the 4-star. So that's telling me that it wasn't all about Deion. What do I mean by that? I mean that Deion wasn't the only reason why players was coming to Jackson State. I'd say it was 50% Deion, celebrity, and it was 50% what Deion was selling. And what he was selling was, come to Jackson State, don't go to a PWI, come play for your people. Come help level the playing field for HBCUs somewhat. And I knew that as long as Jackson State was in limbo about hiring a coach, that it was going to be all about Deion. But once Jackson State hired a head coach, then that other 50% came into play all over again. And then I really wasn't in support of TC Taylor being a coach. But once I seen the reaction of the players and everything, I knew it was the right decision. Because even though TC Taylor ain't no celebrity like Deion Sanders, he was a part of that staff. So that means he was a part of that success. And a lot of the players got to know him real good. So that hire, by them hiring TC Taylor, what happened was a lot of players that was in limbo, like the 4-star running back that transferred from Oregon. He had said that he was going to Colorado with Deion. But then as soon as Jackson State named their head coach, he recommitted back to Jackson State. So and at the whole time when everybody was trying to make it seem like it was all about Deion, which with the attention that came, the limelight that came was about Deion. But Deion was selling something though when he came. He was telling black players, you don't have to go to a PWI, you can come play for your people. And how he always was selling, like, let them come to a Jackson State or HBCU homecoming. And after that, it's a done deal. You notice how he always was selling the culture. And the culture is still there. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of players that's going to recommit to Jackson State. I feel like a lot of players that was in limbo, that's on the team that was probably wanted to jump in the portal, going recommit. They're going to recommit and stay now. And I feel like we back on. Because what Jackson State became to me, because look, I'm from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh. But at the same time, Jackson State became the I'm gonna say, like, you know how they got Dallas Cowboys, America's team? Jackson State became the African American team. we all was rooting for Jackson State, man. We all was rooting for Coach Prime to level the playing field with HBCUs and Power Fives. Even though we know that some people think that was a long shot. But all you had to do was get 4 and 5-star players to come play for Jackson State, which Coach Prime did. And TC Taylor is continuing that. So even though we was criticizing Prime on leaving and all that, I'm past that now, man. I'm past that now. Now we looking to the future. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Jackson State is still the African-American team. I still feel that way, and I'm going to still follow Jackson State. I'm going to still donate when I can. I'm going to still watch all their games. I'm going to still follow them. I'm going to still talk about them, you know, as well as other topics on my channel. But I just feel like, you know, all that time that they was in limbo, that who's the coach going to be, also put a lot of recruits in limbo. Now it's certainty that we know who the head coach going to be. Now some of the recruits, a lot of the recruits, now they can come out of limbo. Y'all can commit back to Jackson State. Y'all can continue the history making. Y'all can continue the rebellion against, you know, coming back to play for your people, coming back to help HBCUs rise up. Y'all can continue that now. You know, we know TC Taylor the coach now, and he a good dude. You know, I don't know him, but from what I hear about him and from what I've seen, he a real good dude. So now it's time, you know, for y'all 4 and 5-star players. I'm quite sure TC Taylor gonna still advertise, gonna still have the media all the time in y'all face, because I know he learned something from Prime and Deion Jr. So he probably gonna definitely have this version of well-off media. He definitely gonna have his version of, well, the pregame show gonna be in both places. I hear now, that's what I hear, but you know, he definitely gonna have, and we gonna still follow. We gonna still watch. I'm gonna still tune in to the Lit House and watch the games. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Rev. I'm still going. You know, it is what it is now, man. So you know, we the African American team, Jackson State Tigers, is still the African American team, Jackson State Tigers. We still on that mission. And by me calling Jackson State Tigers the African American team, I'm not downplaying any other HBCU. But what I'm saying is, this is where it started at. This is where the first 5-star player in Jackson State became the real threat. And I feel like that's going to go over to all the other. I feel like teams going to want to go to other HBCUs, 4-star players, 5-star players. Y'all need to, you know, go to other HBCUs, and let's keep this thing rolling, man. Prime done moved on, you know. He didn't moved on to Colorado. Okay, that's good, but you know, we gonna stay focused down here on Jackson State Tigers and follow them. So that's just what I wanted to come out and say, because I was telling a lot of players, I was telling a lot of people, like, I don't like how Jackson State is in limbo, because I feel like they need something to counteract and not necessarily go against like it's a fight, but they need something to counter everything going on with Prime leaving. You feel me? And that once they got a head coach to stay, once they named their head coach, some told me in my heart that it wasn't all about Prime. You know, Prime played a big part, you know, probably the most part, because he attracted But what Prime was selling is still good. Come play for your people. Come help HBCUs rise. And you can still go from a HBCU to the pros. You can still get drafted. And another thing that's going on right now is James Houston, the problem. James Houston is balling out. He got his chance for the Detroit Lions, which is a rising team in the NFL right now. He got his chance. And then it seems like every week he getting a sack. You feel me? So he definitely letting NFL owners know that he came from a HBCU and he a baller. He a playmaker. So what he doing and what Jackson State did and everything that's coming into play right now, then you if you're a 4 and 5 star recruit, you ain't gotta be discouraged about going to a HBCU no more. I gotta get at the Prime for that. I gotta get at the Prime for that. And even though a lot of us was mad because Prime left and all that, we gonna move on now, you know? We gonna stay positive now, you know? So I feel like it's back on. We know who the head coach gonna be. Good hire. We gonna be paying attention to who he hire around his staff. I'm quite sure T.C. Taylor gonna get the job done. I'm quite sure A.D. Robinson gonna do everything he can to assist him, you know? And it ain't no HBCU in Pennsylvania. So right now, Jackson State is my HBCU. You know, and you know, that's all I got for right now, you know. And we out. And I just want to let y'all know, you know, that this is gonna be my channel. I'm gonna be coming on here, you know, talking about issues, all variety of issues. And you know, things that's in the news, politics, black issues, everything, man. You know, so I would like for y'all to subscribe, like, you know, and support the page.